Hopefully this thing works. Do 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 do. Oh. Yay. Hold on a second. Try not to like stream too much because I'm still sick, but I do want to like get some stuff done and like maybe take like requests on how to like do certain things asset wise. So it makes my life easier. Probably gonna mute myself until like people join in. Hey, Digi. Oh crap! I didn't know I wasn't followed. Well, thank you. Gotta lurk for a while I'm doing homework. That's all right. I appreciate the follow. Yeah, I'm just gonna be working on some assets for some videos and maybe sketching some stuff. Yeah, feel free to lurk and work and sorry. I'm currently sick again. Just my luck. So yeah. Fun! Uh, yeah, sick gang, same. Yeah, it sucks. Freaking sucks. Uh, yeah, I hate being sick. The first time I got sick, I was throwing up and diarrhea and all that crap, but this time, not the same result, thank God. But, ugh. Ugh. It's just been awful. But yeah. Hopefully you're having fun with whatever you're working on, homework-wise. Crap. Is it worse? No. Just congestion, luckily. God chicken on YouTube side of things. I nose clogged, head, bleh, and ears ringing sometimes off and on, but that's about it. Occasionally coughing up crud, but I am not throwing up or anything like that, so it's not that sickness, thank God. But my brother, on the other hand, managed to get what me and my father had, so yay. Ironically enough, you want to know you know why I think I do believe in karma? So funny story. When the junior got sick, he was throwing up and stuff. I made a quip going upstairs because like my throat was hurting because I was recording audio for the video stuff. And ironically enough, I was like, I made the fucking joke. Excuse my language, but I made the joke. I don't care. It's my stream. I'll cuss if I want to. But I don't know. Basically, I made the joke. Basically that I said something on the lines of like, well, now it's not too fun, isn't it? That he's dealing with what we had to deal with for the last couple days. And ironically enough, I believe in karma because I say that and language. Yeah, whatever, Captain America. I say that and then I got sick again. My throat was hurting a lot. I was freaking and my nose started messing with me, and then my throat got better. My nose and congestion did not. So, yay. So yeah, ironically enough, I don't care if I trace this a little bit, but because I have like the reference right here. I'll just say fuck it. I might work on something else here for in a second. The thumbnail for somebody on the Twitch side of things. She knows who she is. While she's lurking. I might work on that later. But yeah, like I believe in karma because you should watch what you say next time. Yeah. Yeah, I was being a kind of a prick, and I got karma dished back to me. It's like, oh, you giving him shit for getting sick again or getting sick? Oh well, guess what? Here's some sickness your way. And it's like, God damn it, son of a bitch. My 2025, man, 2025. Already starting well, hating my ass. I don't have a splitter, so I can't play any music. Sadly. I would, but I cannot. I'm looking on my TV to see if there's anything I can play. No, and I can't play nothing without getting copyrighted. Ironically enough, I got copyrighted on that Amy short, and then I tried to repost it and add a couple things to it, and it did terrible. So it's like, well, course. Which I'm not surprised by. It's the only one that really did well, and then like immediately, what's the word? Immediately the other one, well, the other one's doing terrible, like the repost of it, but it's like, it's the point. Come on. Cut me a bit of slack here. Yeah, I'll work on this later. I have to work on some custom assets for a couple videos. Ow. At first I'll probably work on like thumbnails. I still have theirs I need to do anyways, so it's like, well, now's as good a time as any. If I can find it. Where are you at? There we are. Ow. Crap. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Ironically enough, I went through like I tried to find several different concepts for like posing, and I thought, well, because the main poster is a little bit dynamic, I thought, well, it's not half bad. Now, I know I'm gonna suck at drawing anything anime related, because their models, I gotta say, I love the models. I love their models, but come on, why do you guys gotta make things so hard on me? I'm kidding, partially. I gotta take a bit of influence from some stuff, but I'm gonna try to work on that right now, and I'll jump back to some, like, Arkham assets here in a minute. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Or at least trying to. Sucking what? That's not what I said. It's not close to what I said. The hell? Actually, got a couple funny stories I could tell you guys, or, you know, in general. So, the first time I get out of the house, and what feels like forever for the last couple days, because I've been sick, we go to some local places, and then we finally go to the mall. Mall's half dead. But we're listening. So I here's my thing. The person at this place, I'll give you a full heads up. This is not the first time. And here's the thing, they're spiteful because they did have some feelings towards me and they liked me and stuff like that. And you know, things didn't go so well and they've kind of had it in for me a little bit. And like they tried to play nice ball and then like try to it's like they don't know which to do. So basically, to cut to the chase. So we finally go to the mall. I'm looking around. I go in the store. I don't see them. They come out halfway through. And I hear them saying stuff, but I turn up my music because it's like, I don't want to hear it. I'm looking for my game. I mind my own business. So, eventually I leave. So, I do see the main manager when I go back in there. It's like, okay, I see him. I want to ask him about the game. He said, oh, well, it's at the store downtown. I was like, all right, say hi. We're cool. And then I eventually leave. So, eventually, we are, I think, me, my father, and Junior are leaving the mall. Because, occasionally I try to, whatever. Well, oh, this is where things get funny. So, we're leaving, and manager, well, I see her, the person, briefly. They look out, see us walking past. We keep walking. Manager comes out, follows us. Then, gets very nasty. Not just with me a little bit, but mainly my father. And he freaking, gets kind of in, like, Dad tries to be nice and, like, try to shake his hands, like, hey, what's going on? But the guy's not having none of that. He's kind of just because she said something. So, basically, he says, I'm banned. Hold on. Give me. Ironically, speak of the devil. Ugh. So, basically, he comes out and he says, I'm banned from the store. I'm banned from the downtown store. Kind of was nasty, blah, blah, blah. Said I shouldn't yell at his employees. Didn't yell at them, or yell at anyone. I don't know where that came from. And blah, blah, blah. So, real fun shit. Real fun shit, let me tell you. Real fun shit. So it's like someone is spiteful. She's spiteful. Very spiteful. What happened? So here's the thing. I mind my own business. I went in there, looked for the game, eventually went out. Same thing before. But a couple days ago, or maybe a week and a half ago, they tried to start something, and I didn't yell at them, but I did. Yeah, that's a bad sign. I kind of engaged in a way of, like, just said, I just kind of called them out on their previous behavior, and I said something, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't nasty. I didn't completely raise my voice. I just kind of called it as I saw it. And kind of, I had headphones in, so maybe my voice was a little louder, but I didn't, intentionally just scream at them at the top of my lungs. But basically, what weeks went past, I basically, what they said, well, my father ran into them in public. Well, they basically, I stay away, blah, blah, blah. Well, because I happened to go in there, and then they came out, oh, heaven forbid, they had to be spiteful. So now I'm not allowed to go into any store because they lied and misconstrued something. And because it's private, he can do that, but it's just the point. So,
shit. Real fun shit, let me tell you. So, yeah. My week's been great. I can't say I care too much, but it's just like, it's one of those things where it's like, she was being very spiteful. Yeah, I hate when people do that. Yeah. And here's my thing. I don't have any ill will towards them. I just hope that they mature and do better. Because it's like, you don't gotta do that stuff. Like, that's uncalled for type of behavior. You know, they don't gotta go on that realm of, like, just causing trouble. Like, it'd be different if I went in there and was, like, engaging with them or starting stuff. But I didn't. I minded my own business and I left. Yeah. And the other thing was the manager handled it awful as well. He came outside the store and followed us and then kind of confronted us and kind of got very nasty. So that was another thing. And Dad even told, like, this kind of discrimination, like, I'm on the spectrum, a bunch of other stuff, which I am. And, he didn't go into detail. He could have threw her under the bus and kind of said, this is, blah, blah, blah. She's done this type of crap before, but it's like, you know what? It's not worth it. Unless she starts going even further. Cause, like, she's going to be the type that's going to try to get it to where I can't even go in the mall anymore. But half the time, I don't even leave the house. So it's like, it's one of those things where I feel like, come on. But oh well, it happens. Like, my life is complicated. You are kind of what? I'm on the spectrum. Like, I have autism. So yeah. But enough on that story. Let's see, what else has happened to me this week? Oh, you do? Yeah, I do. High function autism, ADHD, stuff like that. I constantly go from one thing to another. I'm like, my brain is like it's on crack half the time. Funny enough, I never would have suspected. Yeah, well, when you see me in real life, yeah, you can't really see it, but sometimes you can tell with, like, little subtle things, like actions and stuff. I'm different, and I'm proud of it. Like, I don't try to hide or change myself. Yeah, I have my issues, and I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be. But, this is just how it is. I will say, I never did think that doing anime type drawings would be this difficult. Now imagine if you said, like, now imagine if I said, oh, you sound like it. Oh, shut up. Shut up. I'm trying to think. Well, if anything, I sound deeper and more nasally when I'm sick. I'm trying to think what else, story-wise, I can talk about. Because I've had a very interesting week. Well, you got issues, but you deal with them. Yeah. What else? I'm trying to think what else. Oh, yeah, I went to the dentist a couple days or weeks back. No, I think it was a couple days back. Before it snowed. And basically, I have to go back, which I'm not happy about. But I have to get a filling. Because of the fact that I am very forgetful. So sometimes I'll forget to brush my teeth. Like, yeah, what they usually say, oh, you gotta brush them every day. They're right, but I forget. So, That I have to go back. But here's what's funny about me. Doesn't matter where I am. If I'm at the doctor's, here's my thing. I have this thing. Yes, I did. Luckily, I did before we ever moved. But I did, and it was awful. Hated it. I'll get to that story later. I'll talk to you about. I'll talk about that. But I first want to talk about this. So here's the thing about me. If I go to anywhere that you would consider like most people hate the doctor's offices. Most people hate the dentists. I'm such a weirdo that I will literally like going there just to crack jokes. You should see me at a dentist office. So, fun, it's story time. So we go to the dentist appointment. I go up first. So I get the hygienist, female hygienist. So I'm making jokes. I was like, now it feels, now I know what it feels like to be on the operating table. It's like I'm making jokes and quips about Wall-E and stuff like that. Typical stuff. What's the word? So later on, okay. Did you get? Yeah, okay, I already read that. So later on, female hygienist, brings in the female dentist. Oh, here's where things get funny. So they're freaking working on my before even 5 seconds into her doing this whole teeth stuff. I said, well, this is the most I've had women in my mouth in forever. And the hygienist literally loses it. She starts laughing, and the dentist is trying not to laugh, but she's smiling. I could tell underneath her mask. And his hygienist literally says, I knew that was coming. I knew that was going to come. I knew it. And I was just like, oh, I guess you called it, huh? And I was just it was the funniest thing, because it's I'm just making, I make these jokes that I don't really think about it, but it's it's so funny because you would, usually that type of stuff would get me into trouble, but I try to keep it at a minimum. But in this case, it's one of those things where I like making these types of jokes because it's funny. And, yeah, for me, it's I don't care. And, even, when you get, people laughing and, you're making the jokes and they're, actually laughing sincerely, I'm not trying to, make myself out to be, this comedian, but I just make the jokes to as a coping mechanism. And for me, that's where the humor came from. So when I got both of them to kind of chuckle and laugh at the same time, it's I was nailed it. But yeah, it's that whole thing went relatively well. I will say that luckily my father didn't hear half the jokes I was making. There was a few that I forced myself not to go too far, because I had a few naughtier jokes, but I was I don't want to push the Brad Williams humor, not yet, because I gotta keep my mouth shut. Because I have a raunchy sense of humor coming from a lot of different comedians, like Brad Williams, Robin Williams as well, George Carlin, Troy Boy, Bill Burr, who else? Who else? Richard Pryor, Jeff Dunham, and a bunch of other ones. Even I think Joe Coy too, and Fluffy. So like I love a lot of different comedians. Like they just are awesome. So like I retain that like jokative, naughty humor occasionally. um, and so I kind of use it to lighten the mood. But there was a couple jokes I tried to push it, but I was like, you know. But on the wisdom teeth thing, so story time. So I did get my wisdom teeth pulled. That was before we moved. It was the most awful experience because when we went in there was a woman at the reception area. She was a complete, and I use the term loosely because I don't use this word too much, but in her case, a complete bitch. She was so nasty and got so aggressive, and then when I called her out on it, she looked at my dad like he's gonna do anything. It's like, you gonna let him talk to me like that? And I was like, he just gave her a look like, no, it doesn't matter because it's the truth. Because it's not like I said anything rude, but it was like, I called her out on her bullshit. And I don't think she liked it because she's not used to that. So I got him pulled out. I'm coming out of this coma I got put under. Mouth is weird. And I see one of the people. She almost looked like my mom. And I haven't seen my mom in years. And I'm delirious. And I give her this hug. And I think I, like, said something. She's like, "Aw." And, like, because the thing was, like, I think I even, because it's hard to say it with my teeth fucked up. But I think I said, like, "Why did you abandon me?" And I don't know if, like, she got that or, like, she could kind of understand me. Then, like, the woman wheeling me out, it was, like, complete hateful, whatever. But it was funny. It was a pain in the ass for the next couple of days. Couldn't hardly eat nothing. Had to, like, soft foods, try to do this or that. Mouth with bleeding and have to keep gauze in and blah blah blah. It was the worst. So yeah, it's like I've had my fair share. That was the one time I couldn't make many jokes. It's like the one time I was like so delirious out of my mind. Funny Vanos crew joke there. Haha. Where I legitimately couldn't do too much. So yeah, there was that. But yeah, man, that sounds pretty bad. At least you got wisdom teeth out. Yeah, I did. It was like, I think it was before we moved, so it was around, I can't remember when it was. But like, yeah, like for me, like I'm not really too scared of the dentists or doctor's offices. Now, you stick me in a hospital, I might become a little bit of a nervous wreck. Well, it depends on depends on a certain type of hospital. If it's one of those fucking nut hospitals, I'm not gonna make jokes. I will fucking run. I don't give a shit if it makes me look like a chicken. I don't care. I hate those types of hospitals. You wanna know? And I don't like them for a multitude of reasons. So yeah. Question related to your story. Alright, ask it. I will probably have to pause the stream a little bit, and I need to go eat soon, so I might have to, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, because I'm doing this completely on my tablet. It'd be different if I was streaming through a computer, and I could just, like, transition screen. I'll be back. But I can't do that. So... Would you consider... You asked this shit on freaking Discord, and you expect me to understand what it means. I don't know what a COB means. Good sir, I already did. Leave it at that, because he just keeps pushing and pushing. Hold on, I'm looking this up. I'm not a Kobe. I'm not Kobe Bryant. It's a Kobe. I don't know what a fucking Kobe is. A coat of shaped horns found on Savannah, Africa. What are you trying to say? I'm fucking African? What the fuck? Corn Kobe. Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? I don't fucking understand. I don't get that. That makes no sense to me. What are you trying to say? I'm fucking horny or something? I don't get it. Oh, that's what it means? I just looked it up on Google. What the hell? What the fuck are you on about? Oh, I gotta eat dinner. Huh. The more you know. Yeah, whatever. The more I know, the more I get drove nuts. I'm kidding. Hold on a second. I might try to work on some other stuff as well. I need to get better at, like, streaming stuff. I do want to set up, like, on these streams, I want to have, like, an avatar where you guys can see it. I need to, like, custom make it. Like a... I wouldn't call it, like, a VTuber thing, but it's, like... It would be kind of like that. Because I actually... Because I want to kind of transition, like, when I stream, you guys can have, like, like, an avatar of me, on the stream. Now, I know a lot of people. One of them is on the Twitch side listening, and I hope she knows... like a PNG? Kind of, yes. She has an amazing avatar, so, and she streams sometimes. So I kind of want to eventually transition when I do these types of streams where I have something like that on stream, and you guys can see that. Now I will say, with Prism, and I'm me streaming only on, like, my tablet, because, like, I don't have a PC. I don't have, like, anything too fancy, which makes my life harder, because I don't have, like, the tech side of things. I'm gonna have to get very creative and experimental with, like, modeling stuff, or, like, putting whatever on whatever. So... I'm hoping, keyword, I can, like, figure it out on the side. Because, like, I have an idea. Like, I have an idea of, like, an avatar thing Like not Avatar as in. Well, a long time ago, that there in the Fire Nation. No, I mean like an actual avatar or PNG or whatever of myself. And I've thought about making it 2D instead of like 3D because one, if it's like a flat image, it could be easier. I've tried doing something like that before. It just kind of like the blue one. Kind of more like the one I did that was crappy with the beanie and the half flaming blue hair. Kind of like something like that. But I am gonna have to briefly figure out how to like pause. Like an avatar, yeah. I am going to briefly, hopefully, transition to like YouTube to keep the stream going so it's like not. Well, I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know if that's gonna work. I'm just going to mute myself and I'm gonna leave it on this screen for a minute and I gotta go eat. I will be right back. I need to eat dinner, so yeah.